your voice matters there. So if you're not registered to vote, and we can help you do that. And then if not, if you are registered to vote, please come out and vote on November 7th. We can help you find out where to go. We can help get a ride to the polls if that's something that you need. But we want to invite you in because, you know, as was discussed today, you know, the perspective of your people, especially in Gaza, is not always heard. And being part of you know, these political institutions is a way that you can start to have your voice heard. So I'd invite you to do that. I don't know if John or Nate has anything brief to say. If we can keep you any longer, brief. Can everyone hear me? So my name is Ethan Simpson. I was born and raised here in New Britain. And first and foremost, my heart goes out to the people of Palestine here. It does not take an expert to recognize that there is an occupation and genocide occurring in Gaza as I speak. It is a shame that our president and many of our senators are calling for $100 billion to aid warfare and the genocide of the Palestinians. Chris is right, we don't have the answers on the local level to this massive international issue, but my heart does go out to you guys. I am here to not only ask questions of people, but to learn, right? I'm not an expert here, but again, it doesn't take an expert to recognize that something is wrong. We have imperial powers deciding which land goes to who, and this is not a condemnation of a particular people, but it is a condemnation of the behaviors of a government, right? And here in New Britain, we have a similar disconnect between government and the people who live here. So I am running to help build that bridge, and involving our Muslim community, involving our mosque, involving our different faiths is a massive part of that. So I just want to extend my contact information to anybody here. At my core, I'm a community organizer. You are a part of my community, so let's talk to each other. That's all.
Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. Yes. Thanks for welcoming us, who are candidates in the November 7th election, right around the corner, to speak to you. I was here about 7 years ago as a Democratic Party official, welcomed for a meal, and at the height of a lot of fear, I think in your community, about building walls and people having to leave the country. In fact, I think it was a homeschool student here who asked me, will I have to leave the country because of policies that are not the best part of the USA. So it was good to be here then, good to be here now. I share my fellow candidates' concern about Gaza and Israel, and the fact that you should know that my alderman now, who was in the Israeli army, is an advocate for peace. And he lived in a kibbutz that was attacked, and he's still an advocate for peace and a place for Palestine and Israel because Palestinians have a right to the land as much as Israelis. So my thoughts and prayers and my faith are for peace with justice for everybody. And just to plug for myself, I want to represent the ward that is homeschool, Pulaski School, and St. Francis Church up Farmington Avenue. In fact, I've met members of your mosque in knocking on doors, and I share their concerns about, one,